Hey, small business owners, whether you're just getting started or have been running your business for years, entrepreneurs all experience uncertainty and doubt. Is entrepreneurship right for me? Am I going to ever reach my goals? And does this ever get easier? These feelings are a natural part of the entrepreneur's journey, but luckily there is someone who can help you work through those feelings. You need a good friend to tell you how amazing you are and that you can figure anything out. And that good friend, it should be Marie Forleo. Read Forleo's book, Everything is Figureoutable, and she will become exactly the friend you need to lift you up and keep you moving towards your dreams. I'm Beth Houtrow, founder of Climb the Small Business Book Club, and every week I bring you key business book takeaways designed especially for small business owners. And today I'm going to share 5 things every entrepreneur should live by from Forleo's Everything is Figureoutable. Tip number 1, swap can't for won't to take ownership of your life. When you use the language, I can't, you're telling yourself that you're powerless to change your circumstances. You're reinforcing an inner belief that you aren't capable or don't have time to follow your dreams. When you change your language from can't to won't, I can't make time to launch my blog versus I won't make time to launch my blog, you start to take ownership of how you manage your life and your time. My favorite quote from this book is, if it's important, I'll make time. If not, I'll make an excuse. So the thing is you've created the schedule that runs your life, which means that you have the power to change it to make space for the things you really want to do. Tip number 2, setbacks are opportunities for growth. It is so important to remember that everyone has setbacks, mistakes, snafus, or just complete wipeouts. But as Forleo says, a fall is never final unless you stay on the ground. There is no entrepreneurial journey that doesn't have setbacks. You will be creating a new path, and inevitably you're going to encounter roadblocks and unforeseen obstacles along the way. Some of those setbacks may even feel like full-on failures, but they're only failures if you refuse to get back up and keep going. Forleo recommends that you redefine the word fail as a faithful attempt in learning. So long as you take the time to reflect and learn from your failures, they aren't an endpoint, but a means of growing and expanding your knowledge. Tip number 3, fear is a sign that you're facing something important. Fear is a natural part of the entrepreneur's journey. When you're first launching your business or exploring new ways to expand, you're trying something new, and it's pretty natural to be scared. But that fear is also a good indication that this is something that really matters to you. If someone asked you to try roasting potatoes in a new way, you probably wouldn't feel scared. Maybe the potatoes wouldn't turn out well, but it's not a big deal, so there wouldn't be any fear attached to that. You feel fear about starting a new business or making a big change because the end result, it's something you really want, and you're nervous it won't work out. But recognize your fear as alarm bells telling you you need to take action. The dream you have, it's important. So get started with a few simple steps. Sign up for a class, write an email, or schedule an appointment. Once you're in motion, you'll start to build momentum, and your fear will diminish. Lesson 4, start before you feel ready. The reality is you're never going to feel quite ready to make big changes in your life or business. Taking the plunge is scary, but if you don't do it, you can't reach your dreams. So when you don't feel ready, you think in your head, I can't start until I know how to do this. But unfortunately, you don't learn how to do anything until you start doing it. You should absolutely research and learn along the way, but don't let that stop you from putting things out in the world. The fastest way to learn is to try, so start trying. For example, if you've never had a business Instagram account, open one up and start posting. Your first post might be awful, mine were, but that's okay. Evaluate what could be improved and make your next post better. And don't hide from videos and reels, you gotta try those too. You can't get better until you start doing. The truth is you won't be very good at first, and you might feel uncomfortable, even a little silly, but that's part of the process. As Forleo so wisely says, starting small and sucky beats staying sucky. And lesson 5, celebrate progress, not perfection. If you're prone to perfectionism, it's really important to recognize that perfection isn't possible, and perfectionism is less about having high standards and more about a fear of having people judge you because you've made a mistake. Perfectionism, it will hold you back from reaching your dreams. You cannot try something new if you aren't willing to make mistakes. You have to learn to celebrate progress, not perfection. Every time you try something new, learn something new, or add something new to the world, recognize that as progress towards your dreams. So long as you're learning and improving, you're succeeding. Progress is the key measure of success. Stop being embarrassed about your imperfections and instead revel in your willingness to try. Time for my final small business review of Everything is Figureoutable. If you couldn't tell, I love this book. I first read Everything is Figureoutable when I was launching my business, and it was exactly what I needed. Starting a new business is exhausting and terrifying, and I am very guilty of perfectionist tendencies because I don't want to be judged for turning out subpar work. Forleo gave me the kick in the pants I needed to stop worrying about being judged and start taking action toward my dreams. And as I reread Everything is Figureoutable this summer, it was just a much-needed reminder to celebrate my progress. I am still very far from my goals, but I have learned so much in the last 7 or 8 months. I give Everything is Figureoutable a 5 out of 5 for small business owners. Buy a copy, read it, and then reread it again whenever you're struggling or you just need a little boost. It will be the tonic you need to pick yourself up and start figuring it out. Hey, small business owners, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe below. And if you'd like to join the discussion, visit us at Climb the Small Business Book Club. The link is in the description, and we'd love to meet you.